So I didn't expect to be making another video today, but 2024, it's been a wild year so far. And the latest that's been going on, if you guys have been on social media in the last couple of hours, you've seen that Kanye West is now being accused of a drink of his former assistant, Lauren Pichata. Kanye West's ex-assistant alleges in lawsuit that West her in a studio session co-hosted by Diddy. She claims she felt disoriented after having a drink and woke up the next morning feeling immense shame and not remembering what happened. Kanye allegedly confessed to her years later that they had hooked up that night. It's not looking that good. We're talking about a studio session co-hosted by Diddy. So we already know what goes down around Diddy given all the accusations and the shit that's going on with him. But there is something weird about this situation. So at first, I kind of just took it at surface level and I thought, okay, let's dive a little bit further into this. Let's make a video and talk about it. And then I saw this tweet. Y'all eating this up when this same girl changed her lawsuit not one time, but 3 times to include this shit. The first time she sued, it was over money. And when that made no noise, she included she's lying. Now, obviously, I'm not just going to say that somebody's lying right off the bat just based on a tweet, because if somebody is a victim, I don't want to downplay that. But I'm also not about to throw somebody under the bus until I get way more information, because it is the age of a lot of people trying to get clicks, views, attention, fame. And if she's changed the lawsuit 3 times, that's kind of crazy, right? Like, you'd think that you would lead with this serious accusation and not jump with money first. And then, okay, well, you know what? He also me. And now that all the Diddy shit is going on and he's arrested, it's like, you know what though? I was also at this one studio session co-hosted by Diddy, and he did this and he drugged me. That's what happened. And you know, he told me that we had sex that night years later. And you know, I felt like we should probably throw this in the lawsuit. It's a little bit odd to throw that in after everything else that's going on with Diddy, and make sure that you mention that it was co-hosted by Diddy. But Diddy gets no blame. This is all on Kanye. And yet she never mentioned this in any of the previous versions of her lawsuit. Now, obviously, you can say that maybe she didn't want to go forward with this. She didn't want it to be something that was out there in the public. And she thought, you know what? I can sue him for these other things that he did and then move on with my life without everybody knowing this other piece. So that is possible. I'm not going to say that that's not, but it looks a little bit fishy. So I looked around a little bit more and I did come across the TMZ article, which thankfully does add in the fact that there was lawsuits already going on that she then changed for this purpose. Kanye West's ex-executive personal assistant is adding to her previous claims about the mogul, claiming not only she was harassed by Ye, but she alleges the rapper her at a studio session co-hosted by Diddy too. Lauren Pichata, who filed the lawsuit against Kanye back in June, claiming he fired her after sending vile sexual text messages and videos, amended the lawsuit with several new claims, including saying she was attending a studio session with the Donda rapper and Diddy. Pichata says she and her former artist management client, whose name is not in the lawsuit, were invited by Ye to the session he co-hosted with Diddy. According to the lawsuit, soon after they arrived, drinks were served to her and others in attendance, followed by an announcement that everybody had to drink if they wanted to stay. LP says she drank, but after a few small sips of the beverage poured at the direction of Kanye West, aka Ye, by a studio assistant and then served to her by Kanye West, plaintiff suddenly started to feel disoriented. Pichata says she woke up the next day remembering almost nothing of what took place at the alleged studio session and felt immense shame and embarrassment. Now, I'm not gonna lie, obviously I've never been in a situation where I've been taken advantage of, so only people that have been in that spot can really speak on it. But what is this, like, I woke up with immense shame? I guess I don't really understand that, right? Like, I've been blackout drunk before, and I've woke up and I didn't remember much of the night, and I had to piece some of it together and hear from other people what might have happened, but I didn't feel immense shame. Like, I don't understand where that comes from. I guess like that's just saying that she knows she did something sexually, or she feels that way because she could feel it in her different body parts. And so that brought her shame. I'm not really, it seems odd to me. I don't really know what that statement is, but again, I've never been drugged and taken advantage of to really speak on it like that. She goes on to say that years later, while working with Kanye, she claims West brought up the night in question, saying they did hook up, and proceeding to provide further details of the alleged incident. Before Kanye allegedly provided these details, Lauren says she thought she simply got roofied and embarrassed herself at a work function. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds a little bit weird, because the work function was a studio session hosted by Diddy with Kanye there. So obviously there was only going to be a handful of people. It's not like you're in a club with 1,000 people and some random dude just roofied you. If something happened there and you were roofied, that's a situation. And it's just wild to me that that wouldn't have came up by now. Now, I get that maybe she waited a while, but the lawsuit that she put forward initially said nothing about this. And again, it feels a little bit off to suddenly add it in, given everything that's going on now, it sounds more like she's trying to take advantage of a situation. But I will obviously wait, because if more comes out and Kanye's guilty, then he needs to be held accountable. So I'm not here to try to victim blame. I'm not here to try to defend somebody that I don't even know. But based on what I'm seeing and reading, logically, things feel a little bit off to me. TMZ goes on to say, as we told you, Lauren was already suing Kanye for allegedly sending her dirty text messages in which she claims he wrote things like, see, my problem is I be wanting to F, then after I F, I want a girl to tell me how hard they've been F'd while I'm F'ing them. Then I want her to cheat on me, followed by even more graphic language. Pashada also claims Kanye would masturbate while on the phone with her, and he allegedly fixated on the penis size of her boyfriends. Who texts that? That's a weird message if that's what he actually sent. And you know what's crazy is I'm not even outside of the belief that that's real. Like, I think that probably was real, because I feel like Pete Davis messed this man up. I feel like all the rumors of Pete and him getting with these different girls and then Kim being, I think he's went down this path of just embracing the cuck inside of him, and this is what he's on now. He's on some different time. But that alone doesn't mean that he did all the other things. And the fact that you would bring that into the lawsuit first, but not speak on the shit at the studio, it's just, it's weird, because you're talking about him sending you these sexually suggestive messages when you know that you slept with him, or, you know, allegedly against your will while you were drugged. You'd think that that would be 100% right next to the harassment. Like, that'd be something you would mention first and foremost, and just say that it got led up to by these text messages. So I don't know. It's looking a little bit weird to me, but again, you never really know. In 2024, at this point, anything could be real, anything could be fake. People could try to get clicks and views, or it's just like, you don't even know anymore. We just got to pay attention and just watch the details as they unfold, and we'll see where all of this goes. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, because I happened to see that before I went live tonight. For anyone that's just chilling, I'm going to be playing some Silent Hill, twitch.tv/DwayneTV. Link is down below. And any other topics pop up, let me know. We'll definitely talk about it. Appreciate you. Catch you in the next video, homies. I got a problem. Despite the way I'm feeling, I still get up and I'm working hard. Still believe in every dream I've had, and I can't turn it off. Something deep inside of me that tells me that it's worth it. All I gotta do is keep on pushing forward, and I turn a loss into wins that I need. I got a different belief. I tasted greatness, now I'm itching to eat. I'll never give up, cause I ain't really into retreat. I'm into fight until I make it. I'm gonna get me that seat. I wanna live, wanna love, want my people that's above to be looking down on me and see I did it. I'm the one. So this doubt I've been feeling, I just push it to the side, because of all the things I've been through that I've learned to overcome. I don't care about a struggle. I've been asking for a fight. I need adversity to thrive. I'm trying to crash before the flight. I got a lot of people doubting me. That's just been my life. So I learned to persevere and not react to what they type. It's been a long road coming. That's just what they write. But it's been feeling like it's real, so I've been asking for my light. Trying to shine until I can. If you ask me, I go twice, but I've been stuck in back the line trying to imagine what it's like. Come on.